Good afternoon, everybody. It's Mary Ellen from Create With Me, and we're here in the nest, and I have a little guest with me today. Here's Peanut. Say hi, Peanut. Say hi. She wanted to stamp with me today, so say hi to Peanut if you log on. Let me know you're here. So I'm going to go ahead and get started right away. Oh, I got something in my eye. I'm going to take you down to my desk. So if you've been watching Teach Me Tuesday, we're talking about alcohol markers, which in Stampin' Up! World we call these Stampin' Blends, and they come in a variety of our colors. And last week we did a technique where we colored on a clear block and then spritz it with alcohol using the spritzer filled with alcohol. And then we had this fun laid on whisper or basic white paper and had this fun background and made it into a card. Good afternoon, Kelly. So today we're going to expand on that. You're going to love this. So now we're going to do a technique. It's very similar. So it doesn't take any more really supply. So we're going to do it on vellum. So um, I have a half of a sheet of our vellum cardstock here. It's a little heavier. And the reason I use a half a sheet is because then I am doing a background that I can cut down and make a lot of cards out of, or I can kind of look at it and say, oh, I like this part, but I don't like this part. And then I can kind of cut around. So that's what I'm doing. So to do this, you need water painters. These are our water painters. They come in 3 sizes. You've got a wide tip like this. This is the one I use. I put water in this and I use this to seal all my envelopes so I don't have to lick envelopes anymore. Then you've got a medium tip, and that's the one we're going to use today. And I filled this with alcohol. And then we have a fine tip. So when you're watercoloring and you just need a little touch, then we have that. So you get 3 sets. The first thing I want to say about these is they do not, I've told you this before, they open the opposite. They're not righty-tighty, so they are the opposite. They're lefty-tighty, so, and righty-loosey. So just remember that when you're going to fill it and you're like, why won't this open? It's because you have to go the opposite way. So I have filled this with alcohol. I recommend using something that's 90% or higher. So our normal alcohol is 70%. That's the rubbing alcohol you find. Look for something that's 90 or higher. You can get it up to like 99%, but this is 91% and it seems to work fine. So I filled this water painter with the 91% alcohol, but I'm also going to fill this. Hold on, I'm going to open it. Oh, I am missing a fingernail. I started to put it on earlier and I forgot. So thank you. Thank you for pointing that out. I did. I started to do it and then I got distracted. Surprise, surprise. It fell off last night during my sale. I recommend putting a little bit into a little cup. Now I'm going to be self-conscious, Kelly. Thank you. Can you fill it with Malibu rum? It's a thought. A little bit of jungle juice, a little bit of grain alcohol. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your blends, and I like to take the brush side, which is with the thick, in case you don't know, the thick side is the brush side and the thin side is the nib side. So you don't have to take the lid off and say, which side is this? Just look for the white line. And then what you're going to do is you're going to, on your vellum, you're just going to scribble. I'm just doing it on the side. I'm not using my tip. I don't want to ruin my tip end. So I'm going to stop. I'm just going to do about half of the paper. And then this is Dark Misty Moonlight. And then I'm going to use Dark Magenta Madness. We'll see what happens. I haven't used this color combo yet. Looks interesting. Then I'll show you what I did earlier. So all you're doing is coloring and filling in the blanks. You can use 3 colors. You can use 4 colors. It's entirely up to you. Okay, so now I've got it semi-covered. And then I'm going to dip because I want more than just what squeezes out of the aqua painter. But I don't want to be mixing water with alcohol. That's why I have alcohol in the aqua painter too. And then I'm just going to focus on one of the colors, and in this case, the magenta. And I'm just dabbing on to the alcohol-based marker with alcohol, so it's regenerating it and turning it into a paint. See how that's blending now? If you use water, it wouldn't do anything because this is alcohol-based, so we've got to use alcohol. And I like to do all of one color before I go into the other one, so I'm not making too much mud. I'm not, you got to do a lot more than that to make me too self-conscious. I was just giving you a hard time. Okay, I'm going to kind of clean that off, and now I'm going to go to the blue. And I know I'm going to make some purple, so that's kind of what I was hoping for. This is going to be pretty cool. It is super cool. I'm going to show you a couple cards that I made using this. See how it's, look at that. Oh my goodness. This makes me happy. This is really neat. I don't know if you guys can appreciate it as much as I can here. I can kind of blend out this misty moonlight. It's kind of making a purple where it hits my pink. Okay. I'm almost finished. It's alcohol, so it doesn't take too much to dry. And so you can, where it's white, you can just pull your color out. If you wanted to kind of move it around, you can. I like it just like that. So I'm just going to clean that off. I'll clean that off with a paper towel later. So here's my background, okay? Let me hold it up. Let me hold it with under white so you can appreciate it. This won't take too long to dry, but I could dry this with my heat tool, okay? So here is one that I did earlier. Let me bring in my white paper. Okay, this is the side that I did, and then here's the other side. So this one does not have any ink on it. All right, these colors are Just Jade, Dark Just Jade, Light Bermuda Bay, and Dark Old Olive. And Carol, you asked about the other one. It's Dark Misty Moonlight and Dark Magenta Madness. So it's almost dry. Maybe by the time I'm done, it will be dry. So I make the whole half sheet. And I'm going to show you here why this has been so popular. So let me know if this looks familiar to you. Okay, here's the front of the catalog. So you see that paper? That is that same idea. So that's why this has been so popular. And here is the paper that's now available in the catalog using that idea, but you can see the gold in there. So that's what we're going to do next week. I'm going to show you how to take this and then add that gold veining into the paper. So that we'll do that next week on Teach Me Tuesday, but let me show you a few samples. I'm going to move that out of the way. These are some cards using the Forever Greenery. Get my head out of the way there. So see what I mean when I could cut a rectangle, I can cut this long rectangle. I can take that and I can just, yes, that's definitely my favorite color is green. And I can just take that and then make a whole bunch of cards just out of this. So this is almost dry, not quite yet. But I'm going to gently turn it over so you can get an idea. Isn't that gorgeous? So beautiful. So you can play around with your blends and like that you might be surprised that this blue kind of turned into a really pretty purple. So that is what I have to show you today for Teach Me Tuesday. I am going to I'm just was thinking. I think this host code is current. I think it is. If it's not, I'm gonna post it in the I'll post it up there in the header with the current code, because you know what, the catalog went live today. So today's May 4th. Our annual catalog went live. So if you need to do some shopping, you can go to createwithme.stampinup.net, and there's my host code. And if the host code's wrong, I'll go ahead and quickly run to my computer and change it. But I think that's my current host code. And I hope you enjoyed this. And I hope you'll come back next Tuesday when I show you how to do that gold veining. So everybody have a great day.